Well, this is a testament to American ingenuity to pursuing your wildest dream. The idea that someone could look at what was once a sand and gravel pit in a remote area and say, you know what, this could be a golf course that someday hosts the important championships. Mind-boggling. But that's exactly what happened when Pierce County outside of Tacoma, Washington, created Chambers Bay, designed by Robert Trent Jones, opened 2007. In 2015, then 21 years old and full of Steph Curry, long-range magic, Jordan Spieth, go ahead and do that. Jordan Spieth birdied 16 and 18 to win a dramatic U.S. Open. This week, the U.S. Women's Amateur at Chambers Bay, and Jensen Castle's back to defend the title. She won improbably as a 63 seed at Westchester Country Club in New York. Castle, part of a decorated United States Curtis Cup team that beat GB&I in June at Marion. They're well represented this week and ready for more match play. That group includes Rachel Keene. She delivered the clinching point for the Americans. ACC Player of the Year out of Wake Forest. One of the medalists this week, Latana Stone, so close to winning the Augusta National Women's Amateur, and one of the favorites. So too Amari Avery, dynamic first-team All-American at USC as a freshman. Mega Gane, ebullient breakout star from last year's U.S. Women's Open at the Olympic Club in San Francisco. Rachel Heck, Stanford supernova and the highest-ranked player in the field. Heck won the NCAA individual title a year ago. And this past spring, the Lady Cardinal, behind Brooke Say, won the NCAA women's team title at Grayhawk in Scottsdale, Arizona. Another standout. 2021 ANWA champion Tsubasa Kajitani of Japan. Player to keep an eye on. So many in this field have experienced the joys of shared glory in college and more recently at that Curtis Cup, now hard by the Puget Sound and the magnificent Pacific Northwest. They're after the most meaningful individual achievement in the women's amateur game, a title that dates to the late 1800s. From Chambers Bay in University Place, Washington, it is the U.S. Women's Amateur. Surprise, one of the co-medalists, we saw Latana Stone here at 17 needing this par putt to extend her match against Julia Meismer. Meismer, the 64 seed, takes out Latana Stone. Sixth time in the last 9 years the one seed has lost in the round of 64.
This par 3 playing 146 yards, hole all the way in the back portion of the green. It's a small green. Morgan plays 11 yards downhill, but a little teeny breeze hurting.
Yeah, we had really calm conditions the last few days, Kay. You'd expect a golf course on the water like this to have a little bit more breeze, but it's been very scoreable.
Oh, what a shot.
Really nice shot. Gets it inside of her opponent.
Yeah, good one there by Guo.
Coach Charlie Ewan, she'll be a freshman. Actually, the first player he signed in his class, so she's made a pretty good comeback here.
Her feet are set up way to the left here. Maybe trying to play a little fade up into that slope.
That's what it's doing. If it's up, it could be really good.
Oh,
how
is
about
it ever?
Almost perfect.
Wow. Beautiful.
Look from Rachel. She's just a few feet to the right of where Rachel was. She saw this ball work left to right a little bit the whole way. Rachel had great pace. Let's see if Melanie can do the same.
Wow. Is that going to come back to her feet, Julia? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's coming right back at her. She's standing in the same spot.
That is a huge mistake.
That is about as depressing a shot as there is in golf, the one that comes back to your feet.
Yeah, right at 45 feet, really slow. It goes the last 10 feet, goes up to a slope here. Then it's over the top of the slope.
Yeah, it's really slow. She gave that a pretty
Yeah,
good
she
whack,
did.
though.
Wow.
Maybe the second most depressing thing, Rich, you're still away. You can keep going.
Abby Daniel now at 14 needs this to extend the match against Annabelle Pancake. Oh, that is cruel right there. So Annabelle Pancake advancing with a 5-4 win.
To that lead. Not going to probably happen there.
All right, Catherine Rao now third shot, 18th hole, tied.
Yeah, 85 yards. Pellets a little bit right and short. That might need to get up over the slope. It could be all right there.
Could be really good. 13.
Rachel Heck's third at par 5.
Yeah, very difficult shot here after pulling her 3-wood from the fairway, and that is just spectacular from where she was.
Wow, that was a brutal leave up on that hill, Julia. That was a classy shot right there. Play. Right, Jim? Anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, the better player that's normally better may not have had a good qualifying. Yeah, there's no easy matches in this. That's got to go.
It's running out, so it'll be a 5, but
Looks like she's got her focus back here, especially on that third and this putt right here.
there it is. Well done, Catherine Rao. A 1-up win from Camarillo, California. And she's on to the round of 32, where she will face Sarah Im in a 6-5 winner earlier today.
Sophie Guo's got this for par, Kay.
Yeah, I was hoping to win the hole, but can't lose the hole, and it looks like that's going to be what happens. Yeah, I was hoping to win the hole, but can't lose the hole, and it looks like that's going to be what happens.
It's that moment, Morgan, when you realize, okay, I'm 1 down. I've got that for bogey. My opponent's got about an 8-footer for birdie. And then you sort of finally accept that it's probably over. It's that last hope.
Yeah, and if you don't have a lot of match play experience either, you might not realize that.
1 to the 15th, Jenny Lee has this for par to win the hole, cut the deficit in half, and after that indifferent tee shot, good save there, Morgan, to start building some momentum.
Tremendous up and down from that front bunker. It's brutal.
Very similar distance to this one. It's uphill a little bit, moving slightly left to right.
That's how you win matches.
Over at 13, Julia Gregg, third shot on the way, Kay.
Yeah, a good-looking shot to the back left hole location. Her opponent had laid up in the fairway bunker, so advantage right now.
Great shot by Gregg.
Great. This is just a straightforward shot right here, though. Starts a little left, trying to cut back off that slope.
See, she was trying to hold off the finish at the end.
It'll be good now.
Well done. Just the right time. So has had her hand in some of the biggest championships in the game, but definitely lesser known and from a good bit smaller school than most of the fields.
You would think that would be it. Yep, there it is. Pick it up. Heck moves on. Got this for birdie to win the match.
Yeah, a little bit of an uphill putt. Should break a bit to her left. Did she give it enough pace?
Oh, she did. That's how you move on. So Kelsey Bennett from Australia, 3-1 winner, moving on to the round of 32.
In this, Nikita Ito to win the match. And Gianna Clement is out of the U.S. Women's Amateur. Runner-up at the U.S. Girls Junior.
Should just play a conventional putt. And she's won everything all summer long, so it's not surprising she's still playing well.
Not just the size.
It's well over double the size, say, of the greens at Pebble Beach. All right, 2 putts to win the match. Taylor Leadwine go. They look like teammates today.
Probably one of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Yeah, Martha Leach and Ellen Port, both 60 years of age. Megagane set to go. Tracer Technology is brought to you by Lexus, the official vehicle of the USGA.
I mean, Kay and Steve, what other sport can you have 2 60-year-olds and 3 13-year-olds competing in the same championship?
Exactly, and all have a chance to possibly play each other.
By the way,
Great look at 16 cameras on that hill above. Navarrosa 1 down.
I just want to avoid the slope on the left side. Love to be about 5 feet to the right of this flag. Beautiful.
Very nice.
Stick, but not the putting surface. There's a big hump. It's just left of it. Needs a little spin.
continues to impress.
Birdie.
That was big.
Has this for birdie, and she needs a Jimmy Alisau also in there close.
Yeah, this is about 6.5 feet. Sal's in there about 4.5 feet. I don't see a lot in this putt, but she hit a beautiful wedge shot in there. I do know that from 57 yards. Yeah, nice. A left hand low. There's not a whole lot goes wrong in this golf swing or game.
All business. Alisau, 3.
A little bit of a slider here, breaking to her right.
That was an excellent forward. I'm sure Megagane thought she had a chance of winning that hole.
Play at 36 under par. That's good golf. Jensen Castle. She's playing well. 1 up through 12.
Let's head over to 17. Megagane on the tee.
124 plays downhill, but back into a cool breeze. Gonna play about the number. Taking this left of the flag. Gonna utilize that slope.
She hit a really good one at 15, does the same here at the 17th, and needs it 1 down in the match.
That's why you were so good at match play.
There's a lot of strategy involved in match play beyond just hitting the golf ball, and I think the best match players know that. And it's not gamesmanship in any fashion. It's just the way that you can strategically play match play.
Great roll right there. What are some other...
To win a hole, and maybe you concede that. You don't let them gain momentum, or you give them a few putts in the middle of the match, and it maybe has been a while.
And how about that second from Julia Gregg?
12 Taglau Juraviva Taporn. 2 down.
When I saw her on the range earlier today, she said, "Just call me JJ."
You said, thank you.
What a shot. Is this going to stay on the top shelf? Lovely.
And that...
Let's go to the green at 13. Seyu Manutafa has this for birdie.
After a good shot, a great birdie.
Yeah, really nice up and down there by Annika.
Also, she got a great read off of Annika's putt. Just a couple feet closer.
Just
a
tug
big
that.
miss.
Yeah, tug that a little bit. Hand release, just a hair. She uses that left hand low grip to really...
Over at 15, Alisau, couple of putts to move on.
Yeah. And that probably ought to do it. Yep.
So 13-year-old Alisau, one of the 3 players sharing medalist honors through 36 holes of stroke play. Yeah, well, if you're going to give that to Alice, it's sort of that finality of, well, it's over.
On 3. Zell wins 4 and 3.
For her the rest of the week.
Zoe Campos getting ready to go here at 17. 1 down against Sambach. There you go. Look at that shot by Zoe.
Oh, wow.
Good putt.
No. And so we will have our first playoff of the day. They'll go.
Yeah, has to win and hope her
Or track that
opponent.
4, excuse me.
Yeah, has to make a birdie and hopes her opponent makes par. Just inside 100 yards for this third. It's got to be pinpoint accurate.
She's hit some really good iron shots down the stretch, and she will have a crack.
Oh, what a
Good.
putt. She
Yeah.
talked about how she hadn't made much all day, but what a time. Yeah, you would think she needs to make this with Monet on the green.
Oh, look out. Wow. 12th, Casey Weidenfeld is 2 down. Plays at Auburn. Okay. Yeah, grab it and run. Fired up. Chun with 2 putts to win the match. And that'll do it. So Monet Chun is going to advance. One up win.
On the tee, Annika getting ready to go.
Yeah, the wind has died down considerably since the last time I was on this hole. Doesn't have to worry about this ball ballooning too much in the air, and this is on a really good line if it's enough club.
Oh, it is. What a shot there by Seyu Manutafa.
Well, that might be a good sign. Got the birds over there going. Dug in there deep. That's got to get up. She caught that heavy.
Really steep there. We've seen a few players do that from that ball well above their feet today, but that's going to work out okay.
Vincent Castle, see what she can do here at 15.
Yeah, has to respond Annika here. Annika in tight. This is headed a little bit left, but could use this ridge.
Oh, yeah, getting better. 2 really high-quality shots there at the 15th.
Should come off the slope and go a little to her right at the end. Speed looks pretty good if it gets up just a little more. She's got it tracking.
Good putt.
Hurry. Wow. It's Sambach first. Does it have enough? Oh my goodness.
There.
Campos now to win the match. No.
I will say, from what we've seen so far, we haven't seen a lot of lengthy putts hold. They're just tough greens to read.
This at the first to extend. Okay. to a 20th hole.
But 92 yards to the hole. Ball sitting cleanly. Shouldn't have a problem getting us on the green if she can catch it just right. Had a good sound to it.
Wonderful recovery.
What a shot.
To catch it,
Yeah.
the wet, heavy sand makes it a little bit easier to catch it solid.
The flagstick sitting down in a little bit of a bowl. Has a slight mound to go over. Yeah, decided to try to couple bounce and check it. Really, really nice shot there. She has quite the...
Both making beautiful recoveries after making a little bit of a mess of their seconds.
Over here at 15, this is Leah Devine. 3 up in the match. Her opponent, Lynn Lim, already on the green with her tee shot. But Devine hoping to close things out, move on to the round of 32. This could get a lot better. So Devine has a chance to close things out here.
Just a little bit of break. She can take some of that out by being strong with this putt.
Can she go to the well one more time? So Greg will have a putt. This putt to win the match.
She does indeed, and this is a nice looking putt to make. Slightly uphill, a little right to left movement.
There it is. That was a great match. Julia Gregg on the 19th hole has defeated Mega Gane. So now a second member of that victorious U.S. Curtis Cup team has been defeated.
Yeah, turn the club straight over.
Third at 16, Sayu Manatafa.
Yeah, really difficult shot. Jensen is long left of this green.
This could go all the way in the bunker. I think it does. Tried to use the leading edge and pick it clean on 18. It didn't work out particularly well for her.
Yeah.
A little heavy there as well,
Yep.
Jim.
Sayu Manatafa.
She is way down here. Her caddy has a rake in his hand, and she was in the sand, and this is just a really difficult shot.
Yeah, and it's just on such an uphill lie. It came out dead left. We're getting pretty close to a concession here.
Break off the tee.
Right all the way. So we compost this, another match, having gone to extra holes.
Yeah, and she laid it up down almost level with the hole in terms of location, but way below the hole. That was a blind third shot up a really steep slope.
I love the sound of it, and I know she does. Changed the whole, probably, attitude of this putt now that she gets to putt second. Safe enough.
That should do it. That's it. So in extra holes, Brianna Navarrosa.
Top 5, Navarrosa 4. Navarrosa wins in 20 holes.
She'll Rachel Heck.
Over here at 17, Rich Jensen Castle on the tee at the par 3 with a 1-up lead.
Yeah, just a short par 3 here. 124, down 8. This whole location's tucked on a shelf on this left side. It's on a good line.
Yeah, just a couple of yards short of where she would have liked to land that ball, but not bad.
Buck.
Yeah, just short of the green and 2. This little pitch shot, pretty straightforward. Just has to negotiate the hump.
Oh, that's a good
Getting better.
Wow, what a shot. Near concession.
Seiyuu Manutafa, big tee shot here at 17.
Jensen left the door open a little bit. If Annika can get this all the way to the hole, she can use that slope off the left to work something in there. This is a little left if it has enough club.
Oh, it does. Watch out. Oh, what a shot by Annika. That is how you rebound from a mess of 16.
A great mental toughness there. Putting that out of your mind and just recommitting to the next shot.
All right, this to extend the match. Sandbach's birdie putt was conceded. And that'll do it.
Wins in 19.
Amanda Sandbach is on to the round of 32. She'll face Monet Chun.
She's got to make this to tie the hole.
Yeah, she walked up. Jensen walked up, grabbed the ball, and tossed it to Annika, which is good sportsmanship. She knows she has to kind of do something special here, putting up this ridge to this whole location. Should move left to right the whole way. She just needs to make sure she gets this ball to the hole.
Well, they're going to head to 18, tied up.
Third shot, Jennifer Cleary at 18, 1 down. Yeah, great shot. Baba now third, 18.
Yeah, her opponent's in there close. Put a lot of pressure on her. But she does have the upper hand, being 1 up here. Oh, what an answer.
And this a moment ago.
Now you can see laying up off the tee. She hits it so far. It's 265 to the left bunker. She doesn't look like she likes it. Oh, it's 265 to the next bunker. It's shorter to that bunker. That's another, the same right hands just taking over. Same.
Now Castle, this match is tied.
Yeah, also going with less than driver here. It just necks so badly where these bunkers come in, but this is a good shot.
Yeah, both times the door has been open for her by Annika. She's been able to.
Confident stroke.
Wins 1 up.
And a good win.
Earlier in the week and asked him to stay and caddy for her the rest of the week. He doesn't have enough clothes, so he may have to make some change. Kind of like similar to what Jensen had last year. She didn't have enough clothes to make it through the week.
Not enough.
Make it through medal play. It was a big playoff. She got in and just kept plugging. Seiyuu Manutafa.
Coming out of the upslope of this bunker, just important to the club that she can get down there, give herself a good distance for her approach shot into the screen.
Good contact.
Yeah, did what she needed to do.
To the flagstick, use the slope to feed it to the right. Just trying to trust the number. Looks like a pretty good line.
Yeah, that was a beautiful golf swing, Kay.
Oh, that'll do.
Really good shot by Devine at 17.
Location today, 189. There is a ridge behind this hole that she can use to her advantage. This is on a really good line.
Yeah, that was a much better looking golf swing than a couple that we've seen They're off the tee. Look at this. Getting better by the second.
She has some easy power, and the physical profile is impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous speed.
Yeah. All right. Taraviva Taporn. Oh, wow. That one races by off the right side.
We have two 13-year-olds, Rich, into the round of 32.
So Anna Zal. Castle third. Needs a good one.
Headed out a little right.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's on the total other side of the ridge, too. That's going to be a really tough putt up and over the slope with the...
Apex point where this ball will start to break towards the hole. Really important to get the speed right here. Up a ridge, and then it'll level out the closer it gets to the hole. With Annika in tight, you know you have to put a good stroke on this.
Not bad on pace. It was a challenging putt. Here you can see, look at that ball going dead sideways. It's a pretty tricky hole location here on 18 today.
Oh, boy. Painful.
Just look like... Great advice, Julia. Don't want to try to help it break, which is the tendency to do when the ball's breaking away from you. She usually putts fairly firmly. I would expect that here as well.
That'll do it. Defending champion is out. Jensen Castle. Annika Seumanutafa wins it one up. Birdie at that hole.
What a finish. Off to a great start here.
And at 16 this to win the match, Lauren Lehigh. Yeah, good roll. So she moves on to face the 13-year-old Anna Fang.